Hey guys, how is everyone doing? I hope you're doing great. We are also doing okay. Banangi, thank you so much for the love, for the support. I've seen a lot of people following us. We've just started, but at least there is a growth going on our page. We thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for following and loving us. So besides that, it's me alone again. My husband went back to work again, and I'm also continuing to work from these ends. But we promise we are going to keep on creating new content, recording videos. They're going to be different because we are going to be recording really apart, because that's what we can do for now. But we promise we are going to do our best to record as much as we can and be real as much as we can, tell our story and keeping you up to date. So we want to change it a bit, and we want to keep it open for you guys, our followers. So if you feel like there is something you want us to talk about, you can tell us in our comment section. And if you feel like there is something you would want to know about us, maybe a question or anything you would love to know about us and how things are going, you can ask. And if there is anyone who feel like would love to share their story with us, we are open for that. We don't want to keep this page all about us, because it's not. We created this page for all of us, for us to tell our story and for you guys to tell your story as well. So if you feel like there is something you would love to tell, there is a story, there is maybe a couple that inspires you and you feel like you would love to hear their story, or there is a couple you want us to talk to, you feel like their story is inspiring and you want them to share it with others, we are open for that. Anyone, even though it's an individual, you feel like there is a story you would love to talk about, you want to tell a story or something, or just an interview, you want us to interview you, we are really open for that. So we'll wait for you guys. Comment with us and tell us, and we will contact you. Just comment in our comment section, and then we will reach back. We'll share our email address for the pages so that it's open to everyone to communicate to us, and we can reach out to you back. So besides that, we are going to be, I think the next story is going to be about our wedding and how he came to pay my bride price. So I never wanted a big wedding. I think my sisters could be witnesses for that. All my sisters had really big weddings, and I don't think I really loved the idea. So I think from way back I used to tell my sisters, I really want a small wedding. I wanted very few people to my wedding. And it came true. We really had a small wedding. I think you saw it on our YouTube and even Facebook, it's there. And we planned it, just the two of us. We planned the whole thing. I think I had the dress for my wedding dress like 2 or 3 days to the wedding. My husband came ready with his suit and his shoes. He was ready for the wedding. He came ready, and I had my dress like 3 days to the wedding. I was ready mentally for the wedding. I was excited to finally marry the love of my life. But preparation wise, I really didn't know what was going to happen. But I ended up planning the whole thing by myself. We went to the hotel. I picked whatever I wanted, because I think our wedding we were like 20 people actually. We were 17 family members and 3 photographers. So those are 20 individuals. So we are going to be telling you the whole thing about the whole wedding process. And we'll be telling you how he finally came to pay the bride price and how it went on. And how I was nervous when he was like ready to go see my dad to pay the bride price. I was nervous because I think we went the first time to visit, and then they came to an agreement and how he was going to pay the bride price and how much he was supposed to pay. So we went back to my dad twice. The first time he visited, and then the second time he went back to pay the bride price. I was nervous like hell, but it went well. So we'll be sharing. And the wedding day, one thing about the wedding, I will not forget that I was barefoot the whole wedding. I didn't have no shoes on the entire day. I was barefoot. To the court, I was barefoot. I had carried heels, but I'm not a heel girl. I'll wear sneakers any day. Like, I'm that kind of person. I'll wear sneakers every day. I'll wear sandals every day. I hate heels. I definitely hate heels. So we will be sharing that I was barefoot the entire freaking day. Even the the time I took photos, I was barefoot. So all of that we'll be sharing. How he proposed. I think he was telling my sister about how he wants to propose, but I didn't know. So my sister kept on asking me, how do you want Brandon to propose? Like, how do you want your proposal to be? And my sister kept on asking me this question over and over and over every time we would meet up. Like, hey, what do you think? What is your proposal? She'll be like, what is your dream proposal? And I'm like, I really don't care. I really don't care how he proposes, as long as he proposes. Yeah. So I was like, I really don't care how he proposes, as long as he does. I don't care how he does it. I don't really care. It could be us in bed. It could be us having lunch at home. It could be if he wants to do it big, it's also all good for me. But I really didn't care. So I think she told him, like, hey, she really doesn't care. Just do what you have to do. And yeah, so I'll be telling you all of that. And the last thing I would love to talk about, I think to discuss, it's this comment we usually receive in our inbox for, I don't know if it's just Ugandan women or even other women. It's this common question I always get, be it on TikTok, Facebook. I've started even seeing it on our YouTube. Like, I think they comment like, hey, I want a white man. I want a white man. I think that's what they say. Yeah, so there is this question we usually get on our inboxes. I usually get it on my TikTok, Facebook inboxes. I've even started seeing it on our YouTube, women commenting. I don't know if it's just Ugandan women or even Kenyan, whatever. I don't know. I don't want to give them titles, but my fellow ladies with this question, like, you always ask, you want a white man. Let me tell you something. I'm no counselor and I'm no better person. I'm not even the person to give advice. But to me, I think we should not put race on love. Let's not put race on love. I think what I usually comment and tell women, it's like, just pray for a good man. I think social media puts on interracial couples living the best of their life, and I think everyone maybe thinks that's how it is. I don't know where the idea gets from, like, everyone wants a white man. First of all, my husband is not white, he's mixed. And I think I've seen, or I even have friends who are married to fellow Ugandans, and they are really happy. They have good relationships. They have happy homes, and their men treat them really, really good. So I think we should stop putting race on love. Let's just pray. I think your prayer should be, God, I pray for a good man. It doesn't matter the race. Let it be white, let it be black, let it be brown, whatever it is. I think let's just pray for a good man. A man that will respect you, a man that will love you, a man that will respect your family and parents, a man that loves God. That's what really matters. I think the race thing, it shouldn't really matter. When I was praying, I was not praying for a white man. I was not, or even a mixed man, or even a brown man. I was praying for a good man, and God sent me that. And I think let's not focus on what we see on social media, how people present their relationships. Let's not focus on that, because we don't know what happens behind us. you will always see perfect couples on social media, then you hear something else happened that it's really the opposite of what you've been seeing. So I think with social media, we need to be careful. And I've seen people I think even on the news here, I've ever watched a woman she was telling her story, and she was like, she was married to some white guy, and he would mistreat her, tie her up, and make her sleep with his dogs. These real stories, I'm sure you see them, like things happen. It could happen. Not only like white men have this real love and treatment and all of that, good men are there. It doesn't matter the race. Let's stop putting race on love. I think yes, pray for a good man, and that's what really matters. It doesn't matter the color, because you could find a white man who will mess your life up. And I'm sure, like if you ask maybe, or if someone who dated my husband long time ago, they'll be like, that's no good man. A man chooses to be a good man to a woman he wants to be with. He could be a good man to me, and he will be the worst man for you. So he could be a black man, a Ugandan man, a black American, Mexican man, and he will be good to you, and he will suck to another woman. So it doesn't matter the race. A man just chooses to be with you and chooses to be the right man for you. If we start putting race on love, that's not how it should be. It shouldn't be like that. So guys, thank you so much for watching us, for following us. The next video, I think it will be my husband recording starting to tell his side of the story from the wedding. I think I remember one part, my sister was asking him if he's having a wedding fever, and he's like, no. And then my sister was like, well, good, because we're going to tie you up until the wedding is done. Because my husband is really friends with my siblings. They are really, really damn good friends. So with all of that, guys, thank you so much for watching us. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for following us. Keep following, and we grow this family together. Yeah, and we'll be sharing our journey for the visa process. I swear to God, it's not what they say. Visa process sucks. Visa process is hard. Visa process is expensive. Don't believe what they tell you. Don't believe it. It's hard, but with God and hard work, we'll be fine, and we'll be together very soon. We love you guys. Thank you so much for following us. We appreciate you. Mwah.